Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm in Lakes Entrance today. Going on a bit of a cruise down to Metung and having a look at a restaurant down there and just walk around the town. Hope you can join me. We're heading off onto this Seabird. It's a small catamaran. Not the Thunderbird. I thought it was the Thunderbird before, but this little Seabird's the one we're going to go and actually travel on. It's about an hour to Metung and an hour back, and about an hour and a half at Metung. So hopefully I can walk around town, have a good look at it, and just enjoy the sights around the place. I haven't actually done a vlog in Metung yet, and this is the first time. Peels Lake Cruises. Now we booked this last night for the three of us. There's three travelling with me today, or two travelling with me today, including plus myself. And they were quite friendly on the phone and everything else. But if you go on their website, there's not much there. So it just tells you what they're about, but doesn't tell you what the cruise is about.
7 meals you can,
7 minutes time.
Look at this yacht. Gorgeous, isn't it? I do like boat or seafaring vessels, and I really like, would love to travel on a boat one day. Look at the size of this mast. This is, I think it's a barge that is part of towing and bringing ships in and out, as well as bringing workers in and out from the dredges. Waste oil collection point. Somebody asked me, what do people do when they live on their boats, and where do they dump their sewage and all their product? Well, this is it. Waste oil collection points. Eastern boat yards, but this is one of them. This is where they chuck all the waste oil. And there's also places where you can put your sewage. I think I find one up here. We can also plug your power into the boat, so you don't have to worry about using a generator on board. If you live on board, you travel and you dock your boat, you can actually plug your boat into the water and have running water and power all in one kit, and you just pay a mooring fee to be able to do that. And that's why people can do this, and they can travel. And some of the boats are very old, and like this one, and people live on board and they love their lives like this, and I can understand why. Alright, we're first guys to go on board, I think.
Coal fire about here, and we'll pack everything. Come on down.
Get the three. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. After your lunch is at the hotel.
Yep, thank
Just mind the steps going in and out the doorways as well, guys.
Thank you. Cheers. Sit outside in the sun for a little while. Look, we've got a spew bucket.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, wow. Look at the size of these guys.
Wow.
Humongous. Wow, and then one's coming up to the top here, look.
I wouldn't want to swim in.
So we're at Lakes Entrance, over this way, and then we'll travel up here, somewhere along this way, and we'll end up here at Metung. Go through, have a look around. We've got some toilets, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so we're in the ship's toilet. It's such an old toilet. I got it on the full wide view on the camera at the moment, but you got to see what the place is about. Toilet, bin, lid, nice little sink, and it's all off onboard water, hand clean, and it's really awesome. It's at the front. It's a perfectly flat ship. Little cat. Let's see if I can get away with looking in here. It's a basic little setup, isn't it? Well, the captain said we're going to go see some seals on the way to Metung, and looking forward to that. They reckon do it now before we go there, because the tide's going to go out later and they won't be able to do it later. So we're going to do it now.
fishing fleet. Some of the craft are Danish seine trawlers, otterboard trawlers, prawn boats and cray boats in season. Also quite a few shark and scallop boats. Right in the middle of the prawn season at the moment. Quite a few of the boats are selling their product straight off the boats. You won't get it any cheaper or fresher than that. Main one being directly off McDonald's. You'll always see the sign out on the main street. It's got product for sale. The hill there to our right, Clibner Heights. Getting quite a nice view of Bass Strait Lakes entrance from that area. Likewise, the properties up on the hills behind us. Coming up on our right now, Bullock Island. The building right on the corner. That is the Fishermen's Cooperative. It's where the trawlers, shark boats unload their catch and reload with ice. They have their own ice making plant, also having a fish filleting plant, filleting flathead and processing whiting. A lot of the whiting is exported. They also have their own fresh fish outlet at the back of the building, which is painted in a blue colour. You can't miss it when you drive over onto Bullock Island. Large blue and white craft on our right there, that is the Tommy Norton, which is a hopper dredge specifically built for the type of sandbar that we have off the entrance. Picking up the sand, putting it into its hull, and then they dump it about 2 kilometres either side of the sandbar, depending on which way the tides are flowing up and down the coast. New building on the jetty coming up on our right is a cafe restaurant built by the Fishermen's Cooperative. They recently just got their liquor licence, been open just over 12 months now. Doing quite well.
Donna's having a good time on the phone with somebody. She's enjoying her cruise today. Look at these big fellas just sitting there resting. The captain was saying that it's quite calm today and the water's really nice. See how the tide's moving so quickly? The tide's coming in at the moment, which is strange. I thought it would be going out by now, but he said it would be going out later, so it's interesting. Look, he's using the tide to manoeuvre the ship. The current to manoeuvre the ship rather than everything else. It's awesome. So yeah, that's the entrance over here. This is quite rough at times, and a lot of boats can come unstuck. It's not common anymore, but it was really bad in the past years gone by. Okay, we're looking for a really good meal, hopefully at the pub here. This is part of the actual cruise. Now, this jetty, funny enough, the Metung jetty, I rode my bike down here to Metung, and I was approached by a journalist to get a photo taken. Just here, right on this jetty. If I find a photo, I'll share it with you. So the story is, I used to play in this pub with a band called Slam and Wilma, and we did many, many gigs here, and it was quite a great little entertaining place to be. Le push. Okay, that was a nice, beautiful meal at the pub. Really enjoyed it, thought it was great. My wife is just taking off down to the post office. Oh, here it is. Looks like over there in the garden area, there's someone like a tennis screen to watch a tennis at the Melbourne Open. And yeah, anyway, here's a picture of the meal that I half gouged at because I was very hungry and I couldn't wait. Yeah, so we're just in the middle of Metung. It's pretty touristy. The place has grown, it's changed a lot, and it looks pretty cool. Now, I'll quickly walk through it. Apartments, Metung, fish and chip shop. Wood fire pizza. Cafe. Metung is a very small town. Now, Metung has got a lot of history here, and here's some information with Pierre and his voiceover. Metung is a town in the East Gippsland region of Victoria, Australia. The town is 314 kilometres east of the state capital, Melbourne, and between the larger towns of Bairnsdale and Lakes Entrance. It is on a small peninsula 31 kilometres southeast of Bairnsdale, separating King Lake and Bancroft Bay on the Gippsland Lakes. The village was known as Rocherville for some years. Many inhabitants were engaging in commercial fishing. In the district were several settlements of Chinese who regularly carried their produce, dried fish, vegetables, to the goldfields in North Gippsland. In 1888, the hotel was renamed the Scarborough Hotel, and the village officially named Metung, an Aboriginal word variously interpreted as tea tree, riverbend or mainland. A school commenced in 1890 and the Anglican Church held its first service in 1891. In the 1920s, miners in Metung accidentally discovered geothermal water, sparking a tradition of hot springs bathing cherished by locals and visitors alike. Though the original pools closed in the 1890s, the natural springs allure remained etched in the community's heart. We didn't get a chance to go and see these hot springs, but it's certainly still there. Metung Hot Springs is now an iconic destination in the region. There's a couple of old buildings here. They kind of look historical. Now, I've got a feeling they are, just not sure how historical. And of course, in my voiceover, I probably told you, so I will scratch that lack of knowledge and hope for the best you got the information out of it. Quarter past. Now we've got to be back on board at 1:30. Oh, it's gone blank. So I've got 15 minutes to get back to the ship. Like always in all our videos, we're going to go have a look at this memorial. In memory of those who served in World War II, 39 to 45. Awesome. Lest we forget. Return Services League Australia, that's RSL. No names of anybody on it, but it's a beautiful sunny day, I can tell you. Look at this eatery, coffee house and eatery. This building here looks old, but I'm not sure what it is. I know the pub is because I played there in the band and it's bloody awesome. Check this out, we're at got a big screen in the middle of the park of the local tennis. Someone's playing with a computer and got this big thing right in front of her. Now I think my wife is looking for me. My mate over there, Dave, he's being patient and waiting. So I'm wondering where she is now. There's a fuel bowser here. I just want to see what the fuel costs are. Looking at dollars. $2. $2.20 a litre. Actually quite deal for diesel. And unleaded 95, $2.30 a litre, which is quite expensive to be honest. But if you're desperate, that's what you got to do. Oh, looks alright. So just out here, there's a house there. It's been actually destroyed or made a mess of during the storms last time it was established. But it looks like they boxed it in and they're going to do it all up. I feel like that, which is awesome. So keeping the heritage running. And of course, you know, you get kids who want to vandalise places like that. That's why they taped it up like they did. This is Drew's Jetty. Another nice little jetty that everybody goes to. There's a nice little house at the background there. It's a pretty touristy area. It's a Gippsland Lakes Coastal Park. And we've got some historical markers like this loading crane. And we were just here coming in and it was a heap of seals over here. They're probably not here anymore. All this here was all platforms. They were actually used as a full-on wall. And it was actually quite current for a long time. You can see where the wall is. It actually barricades the piping behind there. If you can see behind the barricade, there's a pipe that runs right around. That actually stops soil corrosion or erosion, keeps the soil being washed away from the sea and the rising and lowering of tides. We've got some seals over here. The canines of the sea. A group of them over here. Yeah, they're just frolicking, aren't they? They're just enjoying just a... It must be a cold difference between the water coming in and water going out, because it's change of tide at the moment, and they're just loving it. This is what they call Lake's entrance. The actual town is named after this entrance. It has to be dredged. Every few years it's got to be dredged and opened so that boats can come through, drop off their goods and then parts and bits and pieces. Alright, that's our trip done and dusted. It was absolutely awesome. We got to see some really good little livestock and animals. Not livestock, we don't hunt them. And had a great day. Actually, really good day. The guys here at Peels Lake Cruises are awesome. Guys, you should check them out. See you later. Have a great one. I was here last time, many years ago on my push bike. I've got some video footage of it. And there was a tree standing and there was a little critter in there looking at me. Now, if I've got video, I'll show you. But check it out. It's now on its side. The little critter used to sleep in here. And I was looking up at it and I could see it poking its head out and saying hi. And all this area here is now a big lookout, and it never was before. What a pain. And the tree wasn't actually here. It was somewhere more here, and there were no footpaths here. I got heaps of footage on it of this place that didn't have any of this. Like when it came here last time. Big lookout now in the big tower. This was the communications tower for boats, so they can tell where Lake's entrance was. This is the highest point. And now you can see a whole heap of water. Before it was all just trees here. See where they've cut them all here?
Yes.
Wow.
What a view.